Dear students, good morning to all. Now we will going to discuss about chapter 1, nutrition in plants. Okay. First, nutrients. What is nutrients? Or you remember students? What is nutrients? Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals are the components of food. These components of food are called nutrients. These components of food are called nutrients. That is the nutrients. Okay. Next, all living organisms require food. Plants can synthesize food for themselves. Plants prepare their own food. Animals depend upon another one. Okay, they get it from plants or animals that eat plants. Thus, humans and animals are directly or indirectly depend on plants. Direct or indirect depend on plants. Okay, utilizations by the body. The mode of nutrition in which organisms make food themselves from simple substances is called autotrophic. The simple substances is called autotrophic. Okay, define autotrophic. What is autotrophic? The mode of nutrition in which organisms make food themselves. Food simple substances is called autotrophic. Auto means self, tropes means nourishment. That is a autotrophic nutrition. Okay, so the plants prepare, plants make their own food. That is autotrophic. Okay, next, there are called that these plants are called autotrophs. Okay, auto means self, tropes means nourishment. Then heterotrophs. What is heterotrophs? Or you remember students? Heterotrophs, animals and most other organisms taking food prepared by plants. They are called heterotrophs. Okay, hetero means other. Okay, animals and most other organisms taking food prepared by plants. They are called heterotrophs. Hetero means other. That is a autotroph. What is the main difference between autotrophs and heterotrophs? What is the main difference? Autotrophs and heterotrophs. Auto means self. Hetero means other. That is the main difference of autotroph and heterotrophic nutritions. Are you clear, students? Okay, next. Mode of nutrition in plants. Mode of nutrition in plants. See, plants are the only organism that can prepare food for themselves by using water, carbon dioxide and minerals. The raw materials are present in their surroundings. Listen, the nutrients enable living organisms to build their bodies. Listen, to repair damaged parts of their bodies and provide the energy to carry out life process. Then nutrition is the mode of taking food by an organism. Nutrition is the mode of taking food by an organism is utilized by the body. The mode of nutrition in which organisms make food themselves from the simple substances is called autotrophs. Then auto means self. Already we learned auto means self, troph means nourishment. These plants are called autotrophs. Then heterotrophs, animals, most others organisms take it food prepared by plants. That is called heterotrophs. Hetero means other. The main difference autotrophs and heterotrophs. Hetero means other, auto means self. That is the main difference of autotrophs and heterotrophs. Then photosynthesis, food making process in plants. Listen, the food factories of plants, therefore, all the raw materials must reach the leaf. Water and minerals present in the soil are absorbed by the roots and transported to the leaves. Carbon dioxide from air is taken in through the tiny pores present on the surface of the leaves. These pores are surrounded by guard cells. These pores are surrounded by guard cells. Such spores are called stomata. Such spores are called stomata. See the picture, students. First, cells. What is cell? What is cell? You have seen that buildings are made of bricks. Similarly, the bodies of living organisms are made of tiny units called cells. Tiny units called cells. Okay, the bodies of living organisms are made of tiny units called cells. Cells can be seen only under microscope. Cannot see naked eye. See only under microscope. Cells can be seen only under microscope. Some organisms are made of only one cell. The cell is enclosed by thin outer boundary called cell membrane. The outer boundary called, this one is a cell membrane. The outer boundary called cell membrane. This is a cytoplasm. This one is a nucleus. Are you clear, students? Okay. Next, nucleus. What is nucleus? The cell have cell membrane, nucleus, then cytoplasm. The main part, cell membrane, nucleus, cytoplasm. What is cell membrane? The cell is closed by the thin outer boundary called cell membrane. What is nucleus? The most cells have distinct centrally located spherical structure called the nucleus. The nucleus is surrounded by a jelly-like substance is called cytoplasm. Jelly-like substance is called cytoplasm. Okay. Then next, leaves have green pigment called chlorophyll. Leaves have green pigment called chlorophyll. It helps leaves to capture the energy of the sunlight. This energy is used to synthesize from food from carbon dioxide and water. Since the synthesis of food occurs in the presence of sunlight, it is called photosynthesis. It is called photosynthesis. This energy is used to synthesis food from the carbon dioxide and water. Since the synthesis of food occurs in the presence of sunlight, it is called photosynthesis. Photo means light, synthesis means combine. Okay, so we find the chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide and water are necessary to carry out the process of photosynthesis. It is a unique process on the earth. The solar energy is captured by the leaves and stored in the plant in the form of food. Thus, sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living organisms. Okay, well, which one is the ultimate source of energy, students? Which one is the ultimate source of energy? Sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living organisms. So, solar energy is captured by leaves and stored in the plant in the form of food. Thus, the sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living organisms. Okay. Okay, listen students, define photosynthesis. Okay, define photosynthesis, then what is chlorophyll, then which one is the ultimate source of energy? Sun is the ultimate source of energy. Okay, then next, besides leaves, photosynthesis also takes place in other green parts of the plant, in green stems and green branches. The desert plants have skin or spine-like leaves to reduce loss of water by transpiration. These plants have green stems which carry out photosynthesis. Okay, next. During photosynthesis, chlorophyll containing cells of leaves. During photosynthesis, chlorophyll containing cells of leaves in the presence of sunlight use carbon dioxide and water to synthesis carbohydrate. This process can be represented in an equations: carbon dioxide plus water, sunlight, chlorophyll, then carbohydrate plus oxygen. Okay. Then next, this is a diagram of photosynthesis. See the picture, students. Light, carbon dioxide, releasing oxygen, intake of carbon dioxide. This is a chlorophyll in leaf, green pigment, that is a chlorophyll pigmentations. Okay, chlorophyll pigmentation, green pigment. Then water and minerals. Okay, Then next, during the process, oxygen is released. The presence of starch in the leaves indicates the occurrence of photosynthesis. Starch is also a carbohydrate. Starch is also a carbohydrate. During the process, the oxygen is released. The presence of starch in leaves indicates the occurrence of photosynthesis. Starch is also carbohydrate. This is the light energy, the photosynthesis. Listen, see the picture, students. Diagram of photosynthesis, the light energy, carbon dioxide, intake of carbon dioxide, releasing oxygen, then chlorophyll in leaf. Chlorophyll means the green pigmentation in leaf, then water and minerals. Next, stomata. See the picture, stomata. Listen, chlorophyll, this one is a guard cells, then stomata, the section of leaf. This picture is a section of leaf. This area also chlorophyll. This one is a guard cell. This is a guard cell. This is a stomata. This is a stomata. Stomata. What is the main function of stomata? Or you remember, student? Transpiration of water, evaporation process. Okay. So the mainly function of stomata, transpiration. This is a leaf section of leaf. This one is a stomata. This is a guard cell, students. This is a guard cell. This is a stomatal opening. This is a stomatal opening. This is a guard cell. So where it is located in stomata? Stomata present in leaves. That's all. Okay. Activity. Take two potted plants of the same kind. Keep one in dark or in a black box for 72 hours. The other in sunlight. Do this activity, students. Okay. All students do this activity. All students do this activity, students. Take two potted plants of same kind. Okay. Keep one in dark for 72 hours and other in sunlight. One in dark, other in sunlight for 72 hours. Okay. Then listen, students. Perform iodine test with the leaves of both the plants as you did in class already, 6th standard. Okay, listen. The pot which was earlier kept in the dark, the sunlight for 3 to 4 days and perform the iodine test again in its leaves. Record your observations. The leaves other than green also have chlorophyll. The large amount of red, brown and other pigments mask the green color. Photosynthesis takes place in the leaves also. So this is the leaves. Different colors of leaves. That is the main process, the photosynthesis. Okay, what is algae? Green patches in ponds. All of you see the pond, students. The pond surface area also green patches. The green patches ponds are stagnant water bodies. These are generally formed in the growth of organisms called algae. That is the algae. The growth of organisms are called algae. Okay. Then next, they contain chlorophyll which gives them green color. They contain chlorophyll which gives them green color. The green color, chlorophyll pigmentation which contain green color. Okay. Algae can also prepare their own food. Algae can also prepare their own food because the presence of chlorophyll. Algae can also prepare their own food by the photosynthesis. Why algae is green in color? What is it present? Algae is a green in color. It is present in chlorophyll. Okay. Okay, students, next other modes of nutrition in plants. There are some plants which do not have chlorophyll. Some plants do not have chlorophyll. They cannot synthesize food. How do they survive and from where do they derive nutrition? Like humans and animals, such plants depend on food produced by other plants. They use a heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Do you see the yellow very branched structure twinging around the stem and branches of a tree? This is a plant called Cuscuta. It does not have chlorophyll. Cuscuta another name, amarbel. Amarbel. Okay. It take ready-made food from the plant which it is climbing. Okay, the plant on which it climb is called host. That is a host. They depend upon another plant. That is a host. Since the deprives the host of valuable nutritions. See the picture, students. This is a Cuscuta, amarbel. The another name amarbel. Or you see this picture, students. This is a Cuscuta. Depend upon another one plant, the yellowish in color. That is a Cuscuta. It is a parasitic plant. Okay, Cuscuta is called parasitic plant. Why it is called parasitic plant? Depend upon another one plant. So it is called parasitic plants. Okay, Cuscuta is a parasitic plants. Why it is called parasitic plants? Depend upon another plant. That is a parasitic plants. Okay, or we and other animals also kind of the parasites. This is a parasitic plant, Cuscuta. Then next, students, the hair which are directed towards downwards. When an insect land in the picture, the lid closes and the trapped insect gets entangled into the hair. The lid closes and the insect is trapped. The insect is digested by the digestive juices secreted in the picture and its nutrients are absorbed. Such insect eating plant are called insectivorous plant. Such insect eating plants are called insectivorous plant. This is a picture plant, students. See this picture. Picture plant. Picture plant. This one is a lid. This is a leaf leaf modified into picture. The leaf is modified. See the picture, students. This one is a leaf. Okay, this is a picture plant. This one is a leaf. The leaf is modified into a picture plant. Okay, in bottle shape. Okay, the leaf is modified. The leaf modified plant, picture plant. This plant, the scientific name Nepenthes plant. Okay, the Nepenthes plant, the botanical name Nepenthes plant. The leaf is modified into bottle in shape. Okay. So it is called a picture plant. Why it is called picture plant? To eat the insects. So it is called picture plant. Now I will explain picture plant. Okay, listen next. Saprotrophs. What is saprotrophs? Saprotrophs means fungus. That's all. See the picture, students. This is a saprotrophic plant. Which one is the saprotrophic plant? Mushrooms is the saprotrophic plant. Okay, it is a decayed material. Listen, the umbrella-like patches growing in moist soil or rotted wood during the rainy season. Okay, so listen, the packet of mushrooms, the mushroom growing decayed material. Mushrooms is a decayed materials. Next, activity, students. Take a piece of bread. All of you do this activity in your home. Okay. After complete your activity, all of you discussed with me. Okay. So compulsory, all of you do this activity 1.2. Okay. Take a piece of bread and moisten it with water. Leave it in a moist warm place 2 or 3 days or until fluffy patches appear on them. Okay, what is the color of these patches? Observe the patches under a microscope or a magnifying glass. Write down your observations. Okay, this just you do this activity. Okay, listen, you will see the cotton like threads spread on the piece of bread. Okay, see the picture, students. Fungi growing plant, bread. This one is a normal bread. Then sprinkle water, then close the polythene cover. After 2 or 3 days, open it. The bread is formed fungus. Okay, these organisms are called fungi. They have different mode of nutrition. They absorb the nutrients from the bread. This mode of nutrition in which organisms takes the nutrients of dead and decaying matter is called saprotrophic nutrition. Dead and decaying matter is called saprotrophic nutrition. Such organisms with the saprotrophic mode of nutrition are called saprotrophs. Such organisms with the saprotrophic mode of nutrition are called saprotrophs. What is meant by saprotrophic nutrition? The nutrition in which organisms takes in nutrients which dead and decaying matter is called saprotrophic nutrition. Such organisms with saprotrophic mode of nutrition are called saprotrophs. Okay. Fungi also grow on pickles, leather cloths and other articles or left hot and humid weather for a long time. During the rainy season, they spoil many things. Are you see, students? Okay. Next is symbiosis. What is meant by symbiosis? Some organisms live together and share both shelter and nutrients. This relationship is called symbiosis. Listen, for example, fungi live inside the roots of plants. The plants provide nutrients to the fungus and in return the fungus provides water and certain nutrients. Then lichens. What is lichens? The chlorophyll containing partner, which is an algae, and the fungus live together. The fungus provides shelter, water and minerals to the algae, and in return to the algae prepares and provides food to the fungus. Okay, next. How nutrients are replenished in the soil? The plants absorb minerals and nutrients from the soil. The amounts of soil keep on declining. Okay, see, the fertilizers manures contain nutrients such as nitrogen, potassium and phosphorus. These nutrients need to be added from time to time, enrich the soil. Okay, listen, next. Listen, students. The next one, lichens. Then how nutrients are replenished in the soil. Okay, the fertilizers manures contain nutrients such as nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, etc. Okay. Then next, listen, usually crops plants absorb a lot of nitrogen and the soil become deficient in nitrogen. Okay, you learned that through the nitrogen gas is available in plenty in the air. Plants cannot use then can use carbon dioxide. They need nitrogen in soluble form. The bacterium called rhizobium bacteria. The rhizobium cannot make its own food. So it often lives in roots of gram, peas, mung, beans and other legumes, provides them with nitrogen. In return, the plants provide food and shelter to the bacteria. They symbiotic relation. That is a symbiotic relationship. Okay. They can reduce the use of nitrogen fertilizers, whereas the leguminous plants or grow. Most of the pulses means what is a pulses? Dals are obtained from leguminous plants. Okay, okay. Just recall this chapter, students. All organisms need food and still to get energy for growing and maintenance of the body. Green plants synthesize food themselves by the process of photosynthesis. So, the green plant synthesis of photosynthesis by autotrophs. Why it is called autotroph? Green plants prepare their own food. So, it is called autotrophs. Plants like Cuscuta, parasite. Parasitic plant, which one is the parasitic plant? Cuscuta. Do you remember, students? Cuscuta. They take food the host plants. The plants use simple chemical substances like carbon dioxide, water and minerals for the synthesis of food. Next, chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, water, carbon dioxide and sunlight are the essential requirements of photosynthesis. Okay, next. The complex chemical substances such as carbohydrates are the products of photosynthesis. Then solar energy is absorbed by the chlorophylls present in leaves, plants. Oxygen is produced during photosynthesis. Then oxygen released in photosynthesis is utilized by living organisms for their survival. Next is saprotrophs. What is saprotrophs? Many fungi derive nutrients from dead and decaying matter. They are saprotrophs. A few plants and all animals are depend on other for their nutrients are called heterotrophs. That's all, students. If you have any doubt, you contact with me. Dear students, all of you should do one activity. Which activity? Activity 1.2. Okay, activity 1.2. Students should all of you do this activity. Okay, thank you.